All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are kicking off the day with LoWeLy against 6jax ViBe. And of course, alongside with me is going to be my favorite Jersey Shore man, the Gun Run.
I'm back, and I'm from Jersey. Not the shore per se, but indeed, fist pumping up in here. Let's do this.
Easy.
So let's get this hype going, and the game is about to start.
We probably have to be the best people in the world.
Yeah, because we're from Jersey. Absolutely.
There's no other
best or any other definition of that word other than being from Jersey, of course, Greatorp.
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't even need to say it at this point. Anyway, here we go, guys. So, oh yes, starting off on the bottom left, we have a yellow Zerg. It is LoWeLy.
And on right hand position, we have as the blue Zerg, 6jax ViBe.
Yes.
Both
Quite nice
players, very interesting styles. You know, ViBe does prefer that longer game style, and LoWeLy, we've been seeing a lot of very high tech coming out from, but prematurely. So we see infestors very, very early. We see things like that. I'm interested to see how he goes about this. Zerg vs. Zerg has been witnessing quite a bit of metagame changes. We've seen mutas a lot more recently, and I think there's a lot of viability for mutas in this matchup.
Yeah, Zerg vs. Zerg is pretty cool. And yeah, as you were saying, we see a lot of infestors from LoWeLy. Love to see more infestor play in ZVZ in general. Always a cool thing. I don't know. I've been really like in love with infestors lately. Just like how players have been utilizing them.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen many in Zerg vs. Zerg though recently?
Yes, I have.
Oh, excellent.
Infestors are definitely used a lot in this matchup, especially with burrowed infestors, and you just go harass bases, thirds and such, because detection can get hard quite a bit. We do see that there was an 11 spawning pool coming down for LoWeLy, and of course ViBe is going to go for that 14 spawning pool. So ViBe does have the build order advantage just because he focused on economy and he's not doing 15 hatch. So he's not going to be too vulnerable to this upcoming pressure coming in from LoWeLy.
Yeah, but always great in a mirror match having a deviating early build order, especially in a Zerg vs. Zerg like this. And yeah, had a bit of overload awkwardness that they both pass each other by like within a millimeter of each other. Always like seeing that too, like that like pseudo mind game that just goes on when that occurs. Like, oh, I know exactly where you are, and so do you know that of me as well. Yes, I think I phrased that properly. Anyway.
And look at this, LoWeLy is going to throw down a Baneling Nest first before Metabolic Boost. I don't know if that's going to be the best way to go about this. The big thing is going to be Metabolic Boost will be finished for ViBe, so there's plenty of time for him to go ahead and keep up the pressure onto those Zerglings, keep them from not hatching into Banelings. And if he does that correctly, he will be able to stop any Baneling pressure in this early game stage.
Yeah, because of that, we do have that quicker Metabolic Boost there from ViBe, and we'll see how he utilizes that, gives him that bit of that micro advantage later on. But we'll see, though, at what point these guys will really start kicking at each other with these links. Or Banelings, depending on what occurs in the next few moments. Yep, there's Baneling Nest from ViBe, too, about halfway done.
It does look like Banelings are morphing right now, coming out from LoWeLy. He is putting all the way up in this high ground position, so he will be able to make those Banelings in time. What does ViBe do, though? He does have Zerglings out in the field. Looks like he's going to try to pressure up. Oh, no, this could be really, really bad. Now he sees the Banelings, and this is going to be a snap call. He's going to go back and start making his own Spine Crawler, and he might make his own Banelings. I would love him. Yeah, there they go. Two being made right now. Now, finally, the first two are going to come in here. The Queen is going to try to snipe one of these Banelings. Now the drones need to get out of here.
Yeah, all the drones are forced to flee immediately. One Baneling is ignited, only on one drone, though.
Oh my
really trying to find a great spot here where all those guys are clumped together. Gotta avoid, though. Gotta use some great micro.
Oh, perfect. Ooh. Perfect micro coming out. There's the Baneling splatter across most of those Zerglings, and ViBe doing a great job defending that. Look at that. Although he is behind in drones, he does have the lead, and I think Larva, he needs to start counterattacking. He has the good spread. He has overlords all around the place, so he knows, hey, my opponent isn't really reinforcing. I can go ahead and take a little bit of space, and that's what we're going to be seeing pretty soon.
Yeah, he did an amazing job there, initially moving that one Zergling out there to see if he did have Banelings, and he did, and he knew exactly how to utilize that as well in just micro when it eventually got into his own base. And now ViBe is assaulting with his own set of speedlings, about 7 of these guys on their way down at extreme fast rate. 2 Baneling Cocoons just hanging on by, 2 Spine Crawlers coming up for LoWeLy as well, so it will be quite well defended, and because of this orientation too, very difficult to really just micro around certain ones. Good timing there too, just taking out that one Baneling as it was morphing. Knew that there was enough DPS there. Oh boy, he needs
2 Banelings coming up here, and he will be able to kill these pretty easily if he's able to just snipe them down like this. He could probably get 2 for 1 right here. And, yep, really nice job coming in. One Baneling and one Zergling going against two Banelings. Look at so many Banelings that LoWeLy's actually making. This is really, really tough on him. I think this is the best possible solution for ViBe right now because, you know, this is such good usage of his larva, in my opinion. And he can just back up. He's droned up a crazy amount of units. Let's go ahead and look at the income tab. 19 to 17. So ViBe slightly ahead in that respect.
Yep, absolutely there. We just did that bit of a trench warfare as the Banelings were morphing in. Both players were aware of like their Baneling positioning, and that did first force ViBe just to fall back. We now see LoWeLy just mobilizing a couple of these Banelings and now just splitting them apart, keeping them further away. A bit easier to micro with, and also see ViBe there spraying to his second hatchery too. Here we go with our first 2 units coming up the ramp knife now from LoWeLy, completely envisioned of ViBe. And there we go, it's moving into the base. A couple of Zerglings speeding their way in, trying to pick off each one at a time. We'll be able to get the first one. There we go. A couple more Banelings there on the creep. We'll just hold these guys back. Gotta watch out with that Queen too. Queen is off creep right now.
And the Queen does a nice job. Looks like he's able to splatter a lot of these Banelings. The drones are gonna get pulled.
2 Banelings coming in.
Oh, and they're not gonna connect on anything.
So low on health.
Oh my gosh, and they get a very, very bad connect. It looks like these Banelings, or the Zerglings, will be cleaned up, and that natural is going to hold from ViBe, so ViBe gets a huge advantage from that exchange.
Yeah.
Income tab showing 15 to 19, but you know what? That extra hatchery is definitely going to catch him up into things.
Yeah, a bit of a good job there, but yeah, if he had another Baneling, that would have been really nice. He only had 1 left remaining, and he knew he couldn't destroy any of those drones, just a single Baneling. He needed at least 2 out there to really just like completely seal the deal. Here we go though, with LoWeLy now moving on up yet again. We see that 1 Zergling intersecting, so he was able to spot that huge wave as this is approaching his base. It looks like ViBe is prepping, going to throw down a spine crawler in a couple of moments here. But here we go, and LoWeLy now making his way up the ramp.
Oh, nice
boy.
Baneling gets off right to begin things.
Yep.
And you know what? ViBe is going to have the defensive advantage just because he has those Banelings. Now the roaches are out, and this causes a lot of tension in the air as soon as these roaches come out, because now LoWeLy's thinking and said, oh, there just might be a roach timing. We're going to see him probably throw down a roach worm pretty soon. I really think he needs to, and start making his own roaches. But I would love ViBe to really show these roaches right now and say, hey, I got these. I'm threatening this attack. You better not be droning this entire time.
Yep. Nice stuff there. We did see ViBe move that Overlord in, was able to spot that second hatch there. Yeah, so both players right now on 2 base, especially ViBe though, plenty of drones saturated. We see another set of Lings moving on up.
Ooh.
There we go. Nice one off there. Oh, second set coming in from the east.
Oh,
trying to move in.
nice.
Great kill there.
Wow, and ViBe is able to really, really sneak that in. We do see it now. The Roach Warren is going down. Very interesting from LoWeLy and actually ViBe at the same time. The evolution chamber is up for LoWeLy. He's getting that +1 attack. He's going to have a really nice +1 attack timing. As soon as this research, it gives those roaches the ability to 2-shot every Zergling. That really, really empowers his army to be the aggressor if he needs to be.
Yeah, once those similar compositions meet up on the battlefield, those upgrades are going to be instrumental in just whoever holds that side. But yeah, we'll see how that works out for him. LoWeLy right now completely saturated there on that second base. First base looking quite nice too. There's that roach one just completing. Another nice kill there as a single Zergling moves their way in. Yeah, with Zerg versus Zerg, you really need to just keep on sacrificing like those small units.
Yes.
It's really difficult to scout. So yeah, you always force to, but it's always easy as Zerg. You can always just re-macro another Zergling or 2. And Overlords as well.
Yeah, the scouting, I cannot emphasize that enough. It's so important, these ZVCs. Now we can see LoWeLy is gearing up with a lot of roaches. He's getting his lair for himself. Now, what I'm interested to know is, where does ViBe go from here? He knows his +1 is severely late. He's gotten his evolution chamber reacting to his opponent. So he knows that it's late. He's just going to go for the glial reconstitution. Now, look at that. There's the infestation pit coming down from ViBe. We're going to see infestors. Gun run.
That is beautiful to see, sir.
It is so beautiful. It's almost like the Jersey Shore.
Yeah, almost like the Jersey Shore. Key point there,
yeah.
absolutely.
Oh, but here we go. It looks like LoWeLy might take this timing right now. He has a lot of roaches and not a lot of roaches, actually nothing rallying over towards him. So this was literally just, hey, make units, make units.
Yep. Showing off he has +1. There are so many Overlords too, so he knows his entire competition is out there and you open for him to see. Yep. Also, ViBe did send out one Zergling to that third base. Was able to spot that there was no base just there, so he knows his opponent is only on 2.
Wow.
So he will be able to take advantage of that later on.
And look at that. ViBe is going to go ahead and take that third. Pathogen Glands is on the way.
Nice.
Do you know what I'm doing with my hands right now?
Keeping him warm because it's really cold in the studio.
Well, yeah, but I'm also, it's like that anticipation.
Absolutely. Yeah, that too.
Thank you, Big Gun.
It is quite cold. Anyway, so yeah, back to the video games thing. So ViBe, yeah, yet again, sending out more of those lings out there. LoWeLy just still hanging out with those banelings just in case there is like a huge push of just speedlings to the base. And LoWeLy actually going for the third now is at that +1 upgrade, and so will his opponent in a few seconds too. Certainly that early +1 really not kicking in too much as an advantage. Maybe showing it off a bit earlier on was, but yeah, when they do eventually intersect, they will be of equal plusonality. Actually, missile attack number 2 coming down right now for LoWeLy, so who knows what could happen.
Yep, LoWeLy does have +2 timing.
He does spot the infestation pit. There he goes. Using the overseer just to cut it off at the final few seconds of that,
oh my
that
god.
upgrade. Very nice.
If I was him right now, I'd be so tilted because that means all of my infestors do not have that +25 energy that I wanted to. You know, a lot of times you get the pathogen glands and then you time it exactly so that the pathogen glands finishes and then my infestors pop. Of course, he's not going to have that, so it's just that, oh god, why did you do that to me? I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, I was about to get onto this bus, but you held me from jumping on. What the heck, man? Yeah.
Oh, I'd be so sad.
I wonder if that analogy actually worked. But anyway, so we do have those 2 infestors hanging out there with the lack of the pathogen glands. And just, yeah, hanging out for now.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go, though. LoWeLy moving to some of these roaches right now from his main. Moving slowly forward. Is there any overlords here from ViBe to see that comp? Or that huge number?
So.
Not yet.
No, he doesn't know at all. Now, here's the big thing. He doesn't have roach speed, so it is kind of risky to do this. On top of that, there are already infestors out, and those infestors, it basically says, hey, I can engage on you in any way I want to, and you're going to take a lot of damage. We do see 3 infestors on the way out. Again, I think LoWeLy shouldn't be committing right here. I don't think it will be commitment. It's just checking, trying to take the map while there's still very, very low energy in the infestors. But I think it's a little bit of a risk. I think he needs to back up, man.
Yeah, looks like he was checking the fourth expansion too, in case there was anything there where they snipe it off. But yeah, indeed, Great Torp as he moves on in. Here come the fungals.
Ow, very nice big fungal. He could change fungals. There he goes, chain fungalies, all of those. It looks like the +2 timing is out for LoWeLy, but it doesn't matter. There's just too many infestors, and look at that, everything getting cleaned up.
That was just beautiful there. All those green health bars turned to yellow immediately. And yeah, just kept on chaining him up and finishing him off. Food count differential 111 to 142, and here comes 6Jack's ViBe. Still hanging tight to that +1, about to become +2. And yeah, these roaches are moving quite fast, aren't they?
Yep, and Burrow being upgraded for both these players. That's such an instrumental upgrade for this matchup. You need that just so you can regenerate those roaches. And on top of that, make those infestors even more powerful than they are right now. It does look like, is there a drop? No, it's just going to be Overlord speed coming out from, we do see that bottom expansion from LoWeLy is going to be under attack. These roaches are going to do good damage.
Yep, here they come. They do have that +2 upgrade, and he does spot those roaches as they're coming in. It's a great time to just move right on out. Both these guys pretty much on equal upgrades at the moment. Both guys are also going to get Burrow at around the same time too. So we'll see how that factors in. Once you get Burrow into this, it's going to be pretty extreme.
Here's the big thing though. Hydralisks are out right now for ViBe. ViBe with those Hydras is going to be so powerful. That DPS, the damage per second, is so high when they start engaging, and what you need to do is kill the roaches before you ever get to those Hydras, because normally you won't get that concave, that complete surround concave, to be able to kill those Hydras. So what that means is that third that's coming out right now from LoWeLy, it's under serious attack. I think it's going to be very, very difficult for for LoWeLy to stop this.
LoWeLy did spot those Hydras with that one Overlord, yeah, quite violently, as it does explode very fast through those needle spines. And here he is moving on in. Looking pretty nice at that concave right now. We do see a few fungals in the center. Even bringing an Overseer into the mix too, because he knows the opponent might get Burrow as well. Yeah, or utilize it here.
So
counter fumbling going down.
And it looks like that one infestor with a lot of energy went down. The Hydras are going to get in here. GG comes out from LoWeLy. He has no army anymore. So the gun run, break it down for me, man. How the heck did ViBe do that?
Man, ViBe was just ridiculous there. So yeah, we just did that earlier push with all those roaches coming on in, and the thing was, he had those infestors there at the right position, just to throw down those fungals one after the other and finish them right off. And also getting those upgrades when he did too was really good. His opponent got him pretty soon, but
exactly. I think LoWeLy's thought process in that game was, hey, I got a fast +1. That means I'm going to have a fast +2 as well. So there's a little bit of timing for me to go out and push, but he critically did not have that glial reconstitution, which you need to be able to just get in, get out. And all of a sudden, ViBe came. Those infestors look beautiful, man.
Yeah, it was
oh
good,
my God.
dude. Yeah. Then we saw ViBe come in with those hydras as well, and just able to just like clean up, yeah, set the deal right there. Just clean them up. Yep.
Clean them up.
Yep.
Nevertheless, you know what? ViBe's looking really, really good. I can't wait to see what we have in store for these two players with game number 2, which is going to be coming up right after this break.
Yep.